Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. So I was on a phone call in the morning with one of my friends, Crystal, and I don't know what we were discussing, but this thing came up because, guys, Crystal and we have never healed. We have never healed from this situation. Like, it's that bad. It's that bad. So the reason why this story came up, it's because it's around Christmas, and this incident happened almost Christmas, around the same time, December, you know, all those shere and stuff and those things. And Crystal and I were like, you know, Santa Claus was like, these girls, let me give them an early gift, wrap it up and give it when they least expect it. So it was on a Friday. I remember I had left home and I was like, you know what, I don't want to stay home, stay bored, you know. Then Crystal was like, why don't you come over for a sleepover? She had her place that time. I didn't have my own place that time. So I was like, yeah, actually that's a good idea. Let me come. We're gonna chill, Netflix. We even bought wine. What is it called? Robertson. We bought wine, red wine. It was the red wine. And we bought popcorns. We bought crepes. I don't like popcorns. I prefer crepes. So we were having a good time. Like, I went to a place around 8ish p.m. 7. No, by 7 I was already at her place. So pajamas, you know, socks, like a good girls chill out. So let's call our villain Mr. Pancake. Let's call him Mr. Pancake. So Mr. Pancake calls me around like it was less than 1 hour since I got to Crystal's place. So Mr. Pancake calls me. First of all, Mr. Pancake and I were not that close. Yeah, we were talking on a regular basis, but we were not that close for him to request for whatever he requested. But I was like, okay, you know what? It's fine. So he calls me and he's like, today is my birthday and I would really love if you show up. Call even your friend, whoever you are, even the friends that you are with. They didn't even know I was with one friend or many friends. He told me, come even with your friends. I'm gonna buy you drinks. I'm gonna spoil you. It will be my treat every single step. And he was there telling me he has this amount of money that he wants to spend that night. And you know what? I was like, eish, say no more. Say no more. But on the other hand, guys, that is something I've actually been trying to maintain, that don't ambush me with plans. Don't just think I have nothing to do, that you just call me last minute and expect me to show up. Please, let's plan things prior. That is respect and mutual respect, because I will never do that to someone. But then in the moment I ambush someone, I usually just have this thing in my mind. I'm like, okay, they might kata or maybe they might kubali, but you know what, it's my fault because I've told them last minute. You get it? Anyway, so I tell Crystal, so Mr. Pancake is like, how long do you guys take to prepare yourself? Because I told him as we're in pajamas, like we were not even going anywhere. And guys, we didn't even want to go out because we had partied like for 7 days straight, like from the previous Friday to this Friday. Actually, Thursday was our last night out. So this Friday, actually, that's where we were. We were like, you know, let's go relax. Let's just have, you know, girl time. My friend, how I wish I'd even switched off my phone. How I wish I even picked his calls. How I wish I didn't even involve my friend, because my friend got pissed. Anyway, rewind. So I tell him 1 hour will be enough. So it's like, I'm going to be there 59 minutes from now. And I'm like, hey, the energy is giving. The energy is right. So I tell Crystal, baby girl, okay, I have a request. Is it possible you take me somewhere? And Crystal at first of all, one thing I love about Crystal, it's like she has an extra sixth sense. Because when she says something, man, you better listen. You better listen. Because even herself, she doesn't know where she gets these intuitions, but she's always right. So Crystal is telling me, who is that? How well do you know him? And I'm like, relax. You know, by the way, I'm one person who loves assuring my friends. I never want someone to feel uncomfortable around me. I never want someone to second guess themselves. So I was there affirming her. I'm telling her, he's a good guy. Whew! he's a good guy, you know, he has money, like, you know, like he's going to take care of us tonight, plus babe, listen, like, sisi tulikuwa tuende pahali anyway. Then Crystal was like, listen, fine, because you really want this bad, we will go together, but trust me when I tell you, we are not going to spend more than 2 hours in that birthday. And I was like, fine, you know what, that's a good plan, so that we can come back, go on with our night plan. And Crystal was like, sharp, you know what, let's go prepare. We showered, guys. Not that even we had not showered during the day, it's the fact that, you know, us, we want, when we go somewhere, we represent. When we walk through the door, everybody's like, ooh, who are those? I want to know them, you know. We showered, makeup, chap chap chap. It was not extremely like full on face beat, it was just like lashes, eyebrows, foundation, yeah, just to know, someone can just look at us and be like, these people are natural beauty but still slaying it. So dresses, guys, oh my god. First of all, keep in mind, I had not carried clothes to go out to Crystal's place, so Crystal had to give me one of her dresses, and Crystal is actually a bit shorter than me, so anything she wears, the fact that she also wears like kind of short or knee length dresses, it means to me it will actually be like a mini dress. And I was like, you know what, I'm down for it. And she was like, she chose a very good dress for me. That's why I love her. But then Crystal is a very good hearted person, like it's mutual, you know. So Crystal is like, you know what, this is the best. We checked. How she knew. Kwanza, what, let me tell you, Crystal took a dress that she had bought the same week, but she had never worn it. Like it was new. Mr. Pancake, I'm telling you, Fast and Furious has nothing on us. Chop by 1 hour. Actually, he got there after like 45 minutes. Then he was like, you know what, I will wait for you princesses. Who are we? Took our time, everything was set. Let me tell you guys, I had left a fur coat at Crystal's place, I think 2 weeks prior, and I didn't even have like Harry coming to pick it up, because I will go to Crystal's place anytime, she would come to my home anytime. Like it was like a mutual thing. She still does actually, because right now I have my place, she still comes to visit me and I still go to her place, because that's how much we love each other. So I had a fur coat over there, and I was like, you know what, Crystal, let me top it up with this. And she was like, you know what, even me, let me wear my fur coat so that we can match. Anyway, so Mr. Pancake picks us up. He had his friend on the front seat, us we were sitting behind because we were two, and he was like, hey, why you guys were alone? And I was like, yeah, we were just having a girls' night together, just me and Crystal. So Crystal had never met this guy, literally, and this guy, you know, so it was like an introduction. It was like, Crystal, this is Mr. Pancake. Mr. Pancake, this is Crystal. Mr. Pancake's friend. Mr. Pancake introduced, because now we totally didn't know this guy, this other guy. So Mr. Pancake is like, oh, Mr. Pancake's friend is introduced to us. We are introduced to Mr. Pancake's friend. You get the situation, yeah. So he told us the venue of the birthday party was in one of the most famous clubs in Nairobi. Let me tell you for free, okay? It was that serious. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm down for it. But one thing we had agreed with Crystal, we are going to have a polite night. No taking shots. No, Lenny, let's just do wine, eat if we have to eat, and, you know, just be us. Just be chilled. Because, you know, this is a new environment. We don't even know the other friends who have been invited to this party. And also the place we are going, it's like a place we don't want to get drunk, because shit can happen. There's a time we were also at that club, and something happened that we didn't appreciate. So for us it was a skeptical situation, but because I had incited Crystal, she was like, okay, fine, you know what, I'm here for it, let's go. So we get to the place, we go to the parking lot. We go to the parking lot, and Crystal is like, you know what, no, us normally, we if we are going somewhere and we need to wear heels in that place, we will wear flat shoes, But when we get to that place, we will wear heels and put our flat shoes and maybe our coat, anything aside. We go party. Then when we are going back, we put on our flat shoes just for comfortability. Personally, I don't understand people who go to the club with heels, dance with heels, fall down with heels, get drunk with heels. Like, guys, okay, I'm not even going to say anything, but you guys are strong. Personally, could never be me, could never be us. So we're like, you know what, Mr. Pancake, let's leave our flat shoes in your car, and he was fine. Plus, we like, at no point did we doubt this guy at all, because even the type of car he was driving, it was just like, okay, this is someone actually who is somewhere in life. He would never do shit. Shock unto us. So we get to the club, we enter the club. The guy, Mr. Pancake, had, like, what is it called? Is it hired or booked or paid for? He had paid for VIP section, because when we got there, like, it's like the guys there knew him, so it was just there, we got there, we sat down. But something that caught our attention is the fact that there was nobody there apart from us. Me, Crystal, Mr. Pancake, and Mr. Pancake's friend. 4 people, a birthday. Anyway. So Crystal starts giving me a look of, Bella, what party is this? Birthday? Something is fishy, yeah. Something is fishy. And in my mind, I'm just like, first of all, my people pleasing. I'm a healing. I'm on a recovery journey from being a people pleaser. The fact that I wanted to be there for this guy, the fact that I didn't know him, I even pulled strings with my friend Crystal, like, just shows you the kind of people pleaser I was. Like, I never wanted to let people down at any point. I wanted everybody to be happy. But guess what? I have always reaped the benefits of that, positive or negative. I have. So we sit down. Then Mr. Pancake is like, what do you guys want to take? Nini. So our normal choice of drink for Crystal, it has always been Hennessy. There is no time you'll go to Crystal's place and not find Hennessy in the fridge. 1 or 2 or even 3 bottles. So it's not even a matter of going out or what, she can afford it. As for me, JD, Jack Daniels, my favorite whiskey. But guys, remember, we had said we were not going to have a rocky night. We just wanted a polite night. So we were like, you know what, you guys bring rosé, bring moet. We just want something that is, polite, something that we can sip on, get conversations going, understand what type of party is this. Are people coming? Why are we alone? So the waiter goes and gets the drinks. It was a she. She brings, let me know. Guys, we even ordered food. We ordered shisha. We were just there being treated, because this guy told from the get-go, he said he's going to spoil us. So when we're getting there, we're just like, things are going to go well. Like, furthermore, he's there. If you are ordering something that he cannot afford, he's free to just say, guys, this is my budget. But according to the money he had stated that he is going to spend that night, whatever we are ordering was not even almost a half of the money he had. So we were just like, whatever. Him and the friend also ordered drinks. Guys, around 20 minutes to us getting there, or to the drinks and food getting there, that time we were already chopping. Around 20 minutes after everything had got there, Pancake's friend left. He left like he was on a phone call. There's a way someone can pick the phone and be like, oh, hello, and he leaves. It doesn't even get our attention, because we are not there because of him. Okay? We are there because of Mr. Pancake and his birthday. So we are there in the midst of asking him, and he was like dodging the question of, why are we alone here? What party is this? Are people coming? Or did people leave? Which is which? Anyway, he kept dodging the question, but Crystal was just there sipping her wine, and I was like, okay, let me just sip with Crystal. I mean, what can we do? We were there on our phones, because the environment, and let me tell you guys, I'm not one person who really appreciates parties whereby everybody's on their phone. Like, why are we here? So then we go home. And that's why you will find me in most of the parties that I go. I usually go parties that people leave their phones at a basket or something so that we can come and interact. How am you know what? To hell. So after the guy left, the friend to Mr. Pancake, another 20 minutes passed, and Mr. Pancake excused himself. So leaves. He left. Now this is what he said when he was leaving. My God, do you know? Men need some help. Men need some help. Like, you don't have to behave in classless way for no reason. So Mr. Pancake tells us, let me go check on my friend, we are coming back together. And we were just like, okay. You know, at no point did it cross our mind that this guy can bail out on us. Why? He has picked us up, brought us here, asked for drinks. You know, there's no point we even sense that anything could go wrong. Anyway, so 10 minutes passed by, 20 minutes passed by, 30 minutes passed by, and I'm like, okay, let me call this guy just to, you know, what's happening? Where are you guys? Like, what is happening? How are we alone? I call the guy, he doesn't pick. I call him again, he doesn't pick. At this point, Crystal has even put her wine glass down, and she's looking at me like, Bella, what the fuck is going on? So I'm there telling Crystal, don't worry, I know you'll pick it. I know you'll pick the phone. Just come down. Let me even go outside. I check on them. So I go now. You know, we at a. I won't expect the strategy of the club, but understand the parking is not near the club. Like, they're in the same complex, but different situations. I hope I'm making sense. So I go, and then I pass the bouncers, and then I ask them, Mr. Pancake, amepita hapa? And they were like, yeah, kwa nini? Amepita hapa na nani, like rafiki yake alikuwa ametuacha akasema. Then they said, I don't know the friend you're talking about, but Mr. Pancake has passed here. And I asked them, Amenda home. You know, I didn't even believe it when that bouncer. I think I even took his number. I saved him. What did I save? What did I save him? He said his name was Richie or something like that. So I'm there. I'm like, home where? Home to the washroom. What is home? So at this point, it's still sinking in me, but I'm like, you know what, let me just go call Crystal. At this point, I will not even be able to lie to her. I'll just tell her, Crystal, shit is going down. Hold a girl. So I went. I found Crystal sitting where she was, you know, shishering and everything. And the way I gave her a look of hopelessness, she was like, I know what you're going to say. Just say it. I know what you're going to say, but just say it. I was like, the guy has run away. Literally. The guy has run away. And Crystal was like, okay, are you sure? Or you're just assuming? I told her, I think so. The bouncer told me he has passed and it's like he was going home. Because, I don't know. I just don't know what was happening at that point. So Crystal wakes up and she's like, you know what? First of all, let us go get our shoes. There's no he's leaving with my shoes and our fur coats. You know, guys, first of all, when you're going to the club, you know the fact that you're going to be taking liquor, you will be warmed up. You understand? And at no point, like, his car, I wouldn't say which type of car he had, but the AC was on. Like, you know, like, we were in a good place. So Crystal was like, you know what? This guy cannot live with my shoes and he can't live with our fur coats. Okay? Let's go find him. So Crystal and I are going, we took the elevator. We were going out to the basement because that's where the car was parked. We get there. Guys, have you ever searched for something? In the back of your mind, you know it's not there, but you have hope of seeing it. We look for his car. We knew he had parked. We knew the spot he had parked at, but we were just in denial. We were like, maybe he has parked another place. At that point, I was even squatting. I don't know what I was expecting to see. I was even squatting looking for anything. Guys, tires. Guys, we were so at this juncture, we don't even know the guy's number plate. We just know the type of car he had. We decided, let's go ask the guards at the main exit and entrance. So we go to the main exit and we ask the soldiers, has this car passed here? Such a model? Yes. Yes. At that point I'm like, you know what, this dude has to pick up my phone call. He has to tell me what the fuck is going on. You just don't go leave people after you fetched us from our peace, from our house, and you need help. You need help. So I try and call him, he doesn't pick up. I'm calling him. I'm even like, Safaricom, please put this call through. Put this call through because yeah, we're in problems. So as I'm calling, Crystal goes ahead to ask the guard, has he left anything for us? Like, has he left anything? And the security, I don't know, when I tell my security guard, let me call him security guard. The security guard was like, actually, yes. Are you guys Bella and Crystal? And I was like, at that point, you know, I overheard and I was like, yeah, it's us. I don't know what I was hoping to hear. Then he was like, ameacha hii paper bag, chukueni, but amesema ameenda. You know, so Crystal opens up the paper bag and our fur coats were there and our flat shoes were there. That was like a little light at the end of the tunnel. But now we were like, the bill upstairs, the bill, babe, the bill upstairs, the bill. And when I'm saying the bill, I know I am saying the bill with capital B-I-double-L, the bill. So Crystal at that point, she has calmed down. She has said, you know what, Bella, let's go deal with our shit. We go back because we had even left our handbags. There's no way we could have even run away. But by the end of the day, if we had our handbags, I think we could have actually run away because people, I think the kind of standard we had set, like being in VVIP, ordering such kind of expensive drinks, shisha, food, like I don't think the premises or the management would have thought that we could actually run away. Like, these people look like money, these people surely have money, you know. And it's like the new Mr. Pancake in a way. I've never even understood how or why. So I was like, okay, girl, what are you supposed to do? She was like, let's go back, let's go face our demons. We'll actually, the drink now, luckily Mr. Pancake's drink was not open because they had ordered each different whiskeys. Mr. Pancake was Jameson, the other guy was black. Is it Black Label? It's not red, it's black. The one that has, it was actually I think 1 liter because it was a very big bottle. Black, it's Johnny Walker. Is Johnny Walker and Black Label the same thing? I think so. But yeah, no, luckily Mr. Pancake's friend drink was closed, so that is something we could have even called the waiter and told him, or her, it was a her. We tell her, you know what, have this drink back. And that is what we did. Let me tell you, Crystal, once she gets angry, she wants this to be done this way or no way. Because at that point, what could we do? Because these guys fetched us from our house. Right now we are paying for drinks that are out of our budget, drinks we didn't need. We left our wine at home. We were not even to leave home. We are here in a club that was supposed to be a party, so we don't even know anybody. But you know what, one thing about Crystal, brains. That's why I love her, guys. I love her, I look up to her. So Crystal is like, okay, so she called the waiter and she was like, okay, since we have already started eating the food, let us finish up eating the food. The shisha is here, let's continue taking the shisha. Our wine is here, let's continue taking the wine. The other guys drink whatever, we'll just take them back, we pay for this and we are good. We can actually stay here because we're in the VVIP room, like we are, you know, like we are alone. So like, you know what, let's just sit here, enjoy the night. If they come back, the better, but I don't think they're coming back. And I was telling Crystal, like, yeah, I also don't think they're coming back. So we actually paid. I remember Crystal paid like 60% of the bill. I paid 40, and we just stayed there. We stayed there. We laughed about it. Actually, the more we got tipsy, we actually laughed about it, and we were like, you know what, men will embarrass you. It's high time ladies understand it. Men will embarrass you. They will. I know women can too, but men, their level of embarrassment, it's chilling. It's out of this world. Out. let me add and be honest. Personally, I do not budgeted to spend that kind of money. So at some point, I had to call my brother to send me money. Mr. Pancake, if you're watching this, sweep your way to hell. Yes. And you know, the annoying part, okay, the night ended, we actually got to interact with other guys, and guess what? Some other guys bought us shots, and we were just like, we were vibing. We even invited some people to our VVIP, because you know, the moment you book a place and pay for it, and why would they pay for, you know, something? Let me tell you, I've never. Anyway, let's take it slow. So we invited people there, drinks, nini, like we were having fun. Some guys even had ordered for us more shisha, and we were like, you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way, and everything happens for a reason. And we are God's children, so we enjoyed the night. We got even to connect with other people, and it was like, you know what? You count your wins and you count your losses. So after we stayed there, like, because we got at that place around 9-10ish. We left that place around 3-4 a.m. and it was okay, because now, guys, ungekuwa mimi ungedu, ungekuwa sisi ungedu, ungekuwa Crystal ungedu. It's life. Anyways, fast forward to 2 weeks later, Mr. Pancake called me. He called me, he apologized, and I was like, you know what? Apology accepted, access denied. I will never trust you. I don't care. I don't care what you want to say. I don't care what went on. I don't give a fuck. Because if you had decency, at least you will just say, this and this has come up. Let me pay these drinks. We'll back. But this was, I've never understood why they had to put us through all that just to literally dump us in bullshit like that. Like, why? But then even Crystal, you kept on reminding me this situation anytime a guy invites her or me to a date, and she's like, you know what, let's be prepared. If that Mr. Pancake did it to us, it can happen to us again. And I was like, yeah, girl, let's just always be prepared. You will not order drinks for us. Order as you pay. Order as you pay. Don't worry. Order as you pay, or we are out of here. Just order as you pay. Order as you pay. So that even if you want to run away, you won't run away and leave us a bill. Guys, if I tell you the amount of money we spent. Thank you so much for watching this story time. Ensure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please ensure that you share. Please share, subscribe, please. Yeah, and Crystal and I will be shooting content very soon together. It's just that she's too busy. Actually, she's too busy than me, trust me. So we will try and create content together so that you guys can meet her and we can share more story times. Because trust me, guys, as we have been through the ghetto, yeah, men, you know, there's a reason why the word mean, when you just remove a, it's men. I said it. Always do your best and God will do the rest. Bye.